stirrings of a revolution began in Massachusetts. Known to many as the birthplace of America, in this young nation grew the seed of democracy, a seed that would blossom into the inalienable right of each man and every woman to cast their vote.
Your decision.
Your decision.
You decide.
You
choose. One winner. One winner.
Vote. 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 From the east.
The east.
The east. From the west.
The west.
The west.
Showdown.
Your choice.
Your pick.
Your vote.
And we are thrilled you have chosen to join us here on a glorious day in the city of Paul Revere, the Old North Church, and Aerosmith. It's all about expressing yourself, whether you're here or sitting at home. Get ready to vote. Top stars from the U.S. on the ice here at the Marshall's U.S. Figure Skating Challenge. Gannis Arena on the campus of Boston University, along with Susie Wynn. I'm Terry Gannon. No judges in the house today. Did we mention that?
Yes, we did, and we like it.
Are you ready to exercise your right to vote, Susie Wynn?
I have my phone with me.
Your cell phone?
Yes, I do.
You're violating the rules already. You're thrown out. Only landline phones today.
Okay, just to call the kids, and that's it.
It costs you 75 cents, too. I'm going to use the computer. We'll tell you all about that, how it works. We've got two teams, one from the east and the west, but there's yet another wrinkle to this.
There is. We've got the ladies competing against the men, competing against the U.S. pairs champions, and competing against the U.S. dance champions. So we've got quite a battle between the disciplines. At the end of the day, we crown a winner.
Everybody's competing against each other today.
It's the first time,
They're all
really.
going at it today in Boston. So, again, the East and the West, we split it right down the middle, the Mississippi River, and we bracket them that way. Time now to meet the East team, and we kick it off with a young lady from Bel Air, Maryland. She trains in Newark, Delaware, the world champ, Kimmy Meisner.
And the three-time U.S. national dance champions and Olympic silver medalists, Tanith Belbin and Benjamin Augusto.
They're very shy. They need to come out of their shell a little bit. The three-time U.S. national champ from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Johnny Weir.
And the U.S. bronze medalist, Emily Hughes. They will compete against each other with two advancing to the final round.
That's right, 4 on each team, but 2 will advance to the next round. Then the 4 skaters total from the East and the West will skate it off for the championship. So the East will take the ice a little bit later. The West skaters already out there warming up on the ice. And the first skater to be introduced from Houston, Texas, the 4 continents champion, Katie Taylor.
And the U.S. silver medalist and 2-time world bronze medalist, Evan Lysacek.
The 2-time national pairs champs from way out west, Rena Inouye, and from California, John Baldwin Jr.
And the reigning U.S. national champion, 2-time world silver medalist and Olympic silver medalist, Sasha Cohen.
Susie, I have always wanted to say this. You ready?
I'm ready.
Skaters, your warm-up is over. Please clear the ice. Was I official enough? I think I was.
That was powerful.
So, remember, you can vote at home. Here's how you do it. Either by calling numbers that we'll give you throughout the show, or you can log on to usfigureskating.org and cast your vote. You've got them bracketed into the 2 ladies, 1 man, 1 pair team, 1 dance team, East and the West. And you can vote, but wait until you've seen all the skaters skate. All right, we're going to kick it off with the West. So wait till you see the 4 skaters from the West, then you can vote. And by the way, people in the crowd right now, they've got the touchpads. They're going to vote. But we also have our unofficial panel of judges, right? Very unofficial, as a matter of fact. But all Olympic medalists, Peter Carruthers, the Olympic champ, Peggy Fleming, and of course, the 2-time Olympic champ, Mr. Dick Button. Dick, I know it has been a, there you go. A lifelong dream of yours to become a figure skating judge. You've got a great opportunity today, sir.
Thank you. This is the one thing I did not want to do in skating, was to be a judge. I just feel so difficult trying to criticize these young people. They're all wonderful, and I love every one of them. But I'll do it.
Are you going to be skating today, or are you in your holiday festive mood?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to be out there with them. I just would be flat on my you-know-what, so I'm not going to try that.
Let's get Dick out there today, huh? What do you think out there on the ice? Here's the order in which they'll skate. Katie Taylor and Renee Inouye, John Baldwin Jr., Evan Lysacek, and Sasha Cohen. So there's only one rule, and that is that you have to wear skates. That's it. We send it over to another member of our crew right now, Kurt Browning.
All right. You know, we usually put fireworks at the end of the show. We're going to put fireworks right off the top, and that's you. Katie, you've got artwork on your skates, and we want to know what it's all about. So we can get this camera guy, hey, you're looking good, all the way down to those beautiful little feet of yours and figure out what's going on.
Well, I have a Hummer on my left heel to represent my hot pink Hummer that I want. I have a frog on the left bottom, and that's to help me jump. And I also have a butterfly on the right to help me land gracefully.
Now this all makes sense, but you know what? I think you can do it all by yourself.
Thank you.
Good luck. Have fun.
And we told you we would let you know how you vote at home. Here are the phone numbers, and that's the West bracket, of course, up first. For Katie Taylor, it's 1-900-988-5271. Inouye and Baldwin still to come, 5272. Lysacek, Cohen. There's your West bracket at 75 cents per call. You must be 18 years of age or older. It's not available in all areas, and you must be calling from a landline phone. Inouye and Baldwin coming up next as the Marshall's U.S. Figure Skating Challenge rolls on. We welcome you back to Boston and the Marshall's U.S. Figure Skating Challenge. We told you how you can vote at home via the phone line, also usfigureskating.org. You can log on there. And here in the arena, everybody getting into the action. There's a look at one of the touch pads, and they're on all the seats here. So after the four skaters from the West bracket are out there performing, everyone will be able to vote. On to the U.S. champs representing the pairs world, Inouye and Baldwin standing by with Kurt Browning.
A lot of things about this competition are different. Pair teams competing against single skaters. You like that?
I love it. It's our chance.
It's your chance. Yeah, finally, you're in there. You don't have any frogs or butterflies hidden anywhere, do you, for good luck?
They're on Rena's skates. She's got all those Tweeties on her skates and everything. For luck, yeah.
A lot of superstition today. Hey, no superstition about the fact that you guys are historic with the first throw triple axel.
Once the four from the West bracket are done, skaters from the East still getting ready. They're still to come. But as we continue, it's Evan Lysacek getting set. He'll be on the ice when we come back. You're watching ESPN on ABC. Back to Boston and the Marshall's U.S. Figure Skating Challenge. More skating coming your way this afternoon over on ESPN starting at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. The sixth and final event in the ISU Grand Prix Series presented by Olay, the NHK Trophy. Find out who will be going to the Grand Prix final. Meanwhile, Susie Wynn is up to something. Where are you, Suze?
I'm over here, Terry, and I am with a very lovely young lady, Emma, and her mom, Danae. And what are your impressions so far? What are you liking?
Well, I'm liking the skating.
It's good. And how about this audience? Do you think they're a pretty good audience too?
Yes.
And who are you looking forward to seeing?
Sasha.
She's coming up soon, so hold on. Okay, Kurt, take it away.
Cute, cute, cute. All right, Shorty, I got a question for you. It's pretty simple. Who's your favorite skater?
Well, I have three, actually, and they're all in the house today. Dick Button, Peggy Fleming, and Peter Carruthers.
Yeah. He's not only a great skater, he's a good politician.
There's your number at home if you want to vote for Evan. Don't vote yet, though. Remember, all four skaters have to finish their routines. Evan, you might be a politician. Remember, Dick and Peggy and Peter, their vote doesn't count. They're offering advice.
They're still my peeps, though, those three.
I got you. It's sincere, guys. Good. Hey, Kurt, where are you? Who's up next?
I'm lucky. I'm lucky I'm on the ice with Sasha Cohen. The first time I saw you skate was in Sun Valley, and you were out there amongst all the skaters, and you were skating, and I couldn't take my eyes off of you. And you were injured at the time, couldn't even jump, and you were still blowing me away. This kind of competition, do you think the jumps matter as much, or are you just trying to get with your peeps, as Evan would say?
Oh, absolutely. Whatever Evan says. No, it's about entertaining the audience, doing a little bit of everything we love, and having a good time.
Sounds good. That's a good plan. Let's go do it.
There's the number if you'd like to vote at home via the phone lines for Sasha Cohen, 1-900-988-5274. And I also want to tell everyone in the arena with the touchpads, voting lines are now open. You have 1 minute to cast your vote. At home, either via the phone lines or on usfigureskating.org, you've got 2 minutes to vote for your top skater here in the West. The top 2 vote getters will move on. Take a look at the little highlight package. Susie Wynn, Katie Taylor kicked it off.
She did, skating to her new short program. Very tight, very good.
As you mentioned to start the show, you've got single skaters, you've got pairs, you've got ice dance. After Katie Taylor, it was Rena Inouye, along with her partner, John Baldwin.
Well, Skating to Mandy, I'm sure a lot of people out there in the audience remember that great song, and they really brought it to life here.
I heard you singing along.
I know all the words.
Go ahead, give us a little, little demonstration. You gave us a drum roll last year. You can't sing for us this year? Evan Lysacek then followed.
Oh, beautiful program, beautiful flow, emotion. Everybody in the audience was really warmed by that as well.
Well, Ave Maria from Evan Lysacek. And then it was Sasha Cohen with the West Side Story theme. Will Sasha go to the U.S. National Championships? I wonder if Kurt Browning's going to talk to her about that a little bit. I just wonder. Now, he's nodding his head. Maybe so. We'll see if we see her in Spokane at the Nationals. So the West bracket, having wrapped it up, go ahead and vote if you're here in the arena or at home. Check out the numbers: 5271 for Katie Taylor, 5272 for Inouye and Baldwin, 5273, 5274. 75 cents per call, and you must call on a landline phone. The unofficial judges here in Agganis Arena tabulating their votes, collecting their thoughts, only offering advice though. Carruthers, Fleming, and Mr. Dick Button. We're back after this message and a word from our ABC stations. You're watching ESPN on ABC. As Sarah's younger sister, Emily Hughes had big shoes to fill. And in just her second season as a senior, she did just that, winning bronze at last year's Nationals. But the podium didn't guarantee her a trip to the Olympics. That would come later, as Michelle Kwan's injury allowed Hughes to go as an alternate.
The Olympics is an incredible experience. I know that she'll have an amazing time.
It has been a little bit of a whirlwind, but it's been so exciting since I got that call.
With sister Sarah in the stands, Emily fulfilled her own dreams, leaving her mark on Olympic ice.
She could not have asked for a better Olympic moment in her short program.
And as we look ahead to the U.S. Championships in January, Sasha Cohen may look to defend her gold medal after taking time away to pursue acting. If she's not there, it'll be a first-time national champ crown, and it could be the world champ, Kimmy Meisner. She'll make a run at the top spot in Spokane. Back to tell you can catch one of the hottest new comedies of the season, starring Jonathan Silverman, David Arquette, Greg German, Kelly Hu, Lori Loughlin. Everyone needs a little life support in case of emergency. Coming your way on ABC January 3rd. So Sasha Cohen moves on, Rena Inouye and John Baldwin Jr. moving on. So the West, it's done. Those two advance. The East up next here at the Marshalls U.S. Figure Skating Challenge. Agganis Arena here in Boston, the top stars from the U.S. competing. And the East bracket, here's the skate order. Emily Hughes kicking it off, Tanith Belbin and Ben Augusto, and then it's Johnny Weir and Kimmy Meisner. But it is time now for Yes, everyone loves it. Push Dick's button. You look good there. You got your bow tie on today, too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, we've asked fans throughout the season to submit their questions, and they've done so. So are you ready to answer the questions of the fans, sir?
Anything you can ask me, sir.
Anything?
Anything.
Yeah, be careful. All right, number one, Sandy in Connecticut. Skaters who recycle programs seem to have an advantage over skaters with new programs. Do you think there should be a rule against keeping the same program 2 years in a row?
I think I would pay anything if there was not another rule ever written. This sport is so inundated with rules now that no rule would be a good one, no matter what it is. And secondly of all, to answer your question, no, there's no advantage. But sometimes you can get a really wonderful quality by repeating a program, and then you get experience and you get a depth to it that you don't have just doing it once or twice. But there's no advantage, and there's no help, and it's whatever the skater wants. Just reach our hearts. That's all you have to do.
All right, so you're for no rules. You must like this competition today. All right, second one from Tommy in Akron. Am I wrong to feel that school figures were an important part of our sport? I think the edges made everything flow and seem effortless. Why were figures eliminated?
They were eliminated because it was very difficult to watch them on television and watch them from the audience. They couldn't really see them. It was sort of like watching a sailboat race or grass grow. But they were a wonderful part of the sport. They were a magnificent element to it. They helped people learn turns and brackets and counters, and it would have taught young skaters today how to move from one end of the rink to the other and not just do another triple jump.
Some applause here. They like your answer there. So I had a couple of questions from fans at home, but also the skaters want to get into the act. We have a live question from someone now.
Hi, Dick.
Hi, Ree. Hi, Ree.
I noticed you're wearing quite a snazzy bow tie, and I was wondering what you thought about today's fashion in skating with all the interesting costumes we're wearing now.
I think the fashion is wonderful, but 3 points I'd like to make out. Number one, I wear a bow tie for the simple reason that can you imagine what I would look like at my age trying to look like a 22-year-old stud with a hat, with a baseball cap on slanted and a pair of low risers that showed all my colorful underwear? I don't think so.
Actually, I think people would like to see that. Show them your belt today. You're pretty close to that. What are you wearing?
At any rate, the next point I'd really like to say is that the costumes are absolutely wonderful 90% of the time, but I'll leave Peggy Fleming to answer that question. She's far more qualified than I am. And thirdly of all, I'd really like to say that when you see some of those dance costumes that we saw at the Olympics, they were a piece of work.
All right, Susie Wynn's going to take issue with that. But thank you, Dick. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, all the folks at home who submitted your questions for Push Dick's Button. Time now, though, for the skaters to clear the ice. And we send it over to Kurt Browning.
Hand in hand with Emily Hughes. It's not a bad job I have right here. 1 year ago, you and I were doing this. 1 year ago. And I went out and I bought a jersey and I wore it that day. And the Agganis Arena was so nice to send me another one. Check out the back. Awesome. Isn't that cool? So last year you were in the event. What did you learn that you're putting into action this year?
Oh, last year was so much fun, and I'm just going to go out there and have fun and skate for the audience so that they'll vote for me.
Go for it. Go for it.
And remember, you can vote at home either by logging on to usfigureskating.org or by using the phone. 75 cents per call. There are the numbers. You can vote for Emily, 5275, and on down the list. Remember, just wait until you've seen all four of them skate from the East. We'll see the top two move on to the next round. Coming up next on the ice, Tanith Belbin and Ben Augusto. But first, our martial skating style as Peggy tells us a little bit about their costumes.
Over the years, Tanith Belbin and Ben Augusto have changed their look several times. This season, they debuted a lighthearted free dance, skating to That's Entertainment, but felt their costumes didn't fit their overall style. Wanting a more elegant ballroom feeling to this performance, Belbin and Augusto decided to change costumes looking for the right fit.
We're trying different approaches to the program to see what goes over best. We might have a completely different look for nationals, who knows?
We welcome you back to Boston. Don't forget about the skating coming up this afternoon on ESPN, 4 p.m. Eastern, the NHK Trophy, the last event in the Grand Prix Series. You can find out who will make it to the Grand Prix final in St. Petersburg. And speaking of that, the Junior Grand Prix final concluded in Sofia, Bulgaria. Look at what the U.S. did. They swept all 4 of the gold medals, 12 medals in all, 4 gold, 3 silver, and 2 bronze. It is a bright future. 9 of 12. They took 4, 3, and 2. Beautiful. Here is Kurt Browning.
All right, I'm here with a beautiful couple. You guys are just gorgeous. I just want to say that the pair team, Rena and John, it might have been their connection with each other that got through to the final round. Tango doesn't get much more connected than that, right?
Well, if you want to see connection, we're going to try to show you connection. We really like interacting with each other, and it's going to be good.
You heard it. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good.
There's your number at home if you want to vote a little bit later, or log on to that usfigureskating.org. And as we roll on here in Boston from one 3-time U.S. champ to another, it's Johnny Weir taking the ice next here in the Agganis Arena, the Marshalls U.S. Figure Skating Challenge.
The Marshalls U.S. Figure Skating Challenge, brought to you by Marshalls. Save half on your better half. That's Marshall's Law. And Olay, love the skin you're in. We'll return with more figure skating after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
We welcome you back to Boston, the center of the U.S. skating world today. The top names out on the ice competing here at the Marshalls U.S. Figure Skating Challenge. From the East, from the West, we've already had 2 move on from the West. Bit of an upset in the terms of Rena Inouye and John Baldwin Jr., because our judges thought Evan Lysacek would move on, but there they are. They'll be up there in just a little bit. Sasha Cohen as well advancing. We've seen Emily Hughes. She's relaxing right now. We've seen Belbin and Augusto. Right now, Johnny Weir is set, and he's with Kurt.
Okay, Johnny, you've made an interesting music choice. To me, you're skating to Frank Sinatra. I did it my way. But a lot of skaters would wait till the end of their career to do that, but you've always done it your way, haven't you? So tell us, what is your way?
The only way.
You are so good at this, man. You're so good at this.
1-900-988-5277. When the East is done here, you can cast your vote for Johnny Weir by calling that number or logging on. Good job, Johnny. So from one to the next. One year she's too young to skate at the World Championships. The next year she wins it. That's not bad, Kurt.
Not bad at all. World champion sounds good, doesn't it?
Sounds pretty good.
Now, there's a story behind this choice of music. There's a great story behind it. Can you quickly tell us?
Well, this song is very special to me because I'm dedicating it to all my pediatric oncology patients who I call the cool kids. And this is for them because they're the real people who have to fight every day.
Awesome. Representing the East, trying to advance from that bracket, 900-988-5278 is your number, or log on to usfigureskating.org. So we have seen the East. This is a tough one. The arena here, touch pads, you can now vote. You've got 1 minute to cast your vote. How do you split them, though? You've got Johnny Weir, the 3-time U.S. champ, Emily Hughes, Belbin and Augusto, Olympic medalist, Kimmy Meisner, the world champions. So there are your numbers at home. 75 cents per call. You must be 18 or older and using a landline phone. Back in a moment here to Boston. You're watching ESPN on ABC. You're catching on to this TV thing really quickly, aren't you? Producer says hurry up. That's where we go. Boston University, everybody, here in Boston, Mass. The Marshalls U.S. Figure Skating Challenge. The final round is straight ahead.
Showdown.
Your choice.
Your pick.
Your call.
Full day of skating here on ABC and on ESPN. The NHK Trophy. Another reminder, it comes your way 4 o'clock Eastern time this afternoon. The final event. 6 events around the world in the Grand Prix Series presented by Olay, and all the names going to the Grand Prix final will be decided later this afternoon on ESPN. The final round straight ahead. Kimmy Meisner kicking it off. Inouye and Baldwin, Johnny Weir, Sasha Cohen. 2 from the West, 2 from the East set to skate for top honors here in Boston at the Marshalls U.S. Figure Skating Challenge. Back in a moment.
The Marshalls U.S. Figure Skating Challenge, brought to you by Marshalls. Save half on your better half. That's Marshall's Law. Smuckers. With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good. And Olay. Love the skin you're in.
Back in Boston to tell you about one of the hottest new comedies of the season, starring Jonathan Silverman, David Arquette, Greg German, Kelly Hugh, and Lori Loughlin. Everyone needs a little life support. It's In Case of Emergency, coming your way January 3rd on ABC. So we are down to the final 4. 2 from the East, 2 from the West, and here's the order in which they will skate. The world champ kicking it off, Kimmy Meisner. Then it's Inouye and Baldwin, Johnny Weir, and Sasha Cohen. A brand new event right now. Remember, you can vote for your top skater at the end here. Kimmy Meisner with Kurt Browning.
Well, there's nobody in this event that knows more how live this show is than you. You just had to do a quick change, run out here and retie your skates and go skate.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to quickly, I unlaced my skates, pulled on my dress, and retied them, so I hope it goes well.
I think that with lots of support, it'll be just fine. And welcome to what it's like to be a skater.
The world champion can fall once and still win, right? You can allow that. Susie Wynn, come on in. Susie, by the way, I saw who you voted for in the last round. Barack Obama is not in this event, okay?
Hey, no politics here. Just skating.
Well, Evan Lysacek is already bringing politics in. All right, we move on. Kimmy Meisner over to Inouye and Baldwin, who were very good in the first round. They're skating over to Kurt Browning.
I am on the ice with one of the most exciting pair teams, and I used to be a skater. Did you know that? Yeah, I didn't think you did. Anyways, I used to skate, and I would throw myself through the air, but you get thrown, chucked, shall I say, across the ice. Is it scary? Is it fun? What is that?
It's very excited to be thrown up high in the air, and of course I got a job to do once I get thrown, but it's a lot of a thrill and it's a lot of excitement.
And a lot of bravery. Do you ever like let go of her and go, oops?
Of course not, you know that.
You're always perfect, right? So is the throw triple axel still in the plan tonight?
This is the short program, so this is actually not a show program. This is our competition program, so we're excited to do it, and the triple axel's in.
Okay, you guys came to play. I love it. Good luck.
What about Johnny Weir, though, who's up next? Will he be going to the Grand Prix final? You're going to have to tune in to watch the NHK Trophy this afternoon. We could tell you, of course, but then
we'd have to kill you, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Susie Wynn always getting to the point. There are the numbers right there. 5.278, 5.272 for Inouye and Baldwin. Johnny Weir 5.277 and 5.274 for Sasha Cohen. Still to come. Johnny is standing by with Kurt.
This is the most judges you've ever had to skate for.
It is. It's really scary.
Figure skating. It's really scary. Figure skating is a judge sport. But it's one of those sports where the person's personality really can't be hidden even if they wanted to. You are one of the most significant figures in figure skating right now. What do you want to leave for the sport? It sounds like world peace. Doesn't that sound like one of those questions?
I just want to leave a mark and show that people can be themselves and be an individual and not worry about what anyone's going to say about them or do to them. Just, you know, to live life to your fullest. That's all I want to leave.
That's good. Very good. And world peace. And you got your good luck charm, Camilla. So I think go get it. Go get them.
1-900-988-5277. The number at home to call. In a moment or two, if you want to vote for Johnny Weir. Where's Camille going after this, Johnny? You going to retire Camille the costume? Or are you bringing back? Come on over here, Johnny. I want to ask you a quick question. Kurt, come on over here. What about Camille? Where's this going after this?
To a museum in Washington.
Seriously? To a museum?
Yeah, just to be on display for a little bit, and then I think the glove's going to go on holiday in Ibiza.
When it starts talking back to you, you got to worry, you know.
It already does.
Let's go to Susie Wynn.
Kimmy, this is the first time you've competed here in this format. What do you think?
It was great. I really loved it. The audience voting and having a say was nice is, sorry, instead of just having the judges, it was good to have everybody.
And what about the live feel?
I love live. It's different. I mean, you have to be quick.
And you are. Well, good luck. Take care. Hey, Kurt, it's over to you.
Yes, we are live television. Is that in your mind at all while you're skating?
No, just when I have to make it after the commercial break and be on time. It's like, go, go, go.
And if it wasn't in your mind before, it is now. That was a stupid question, Kurt. Sorry about that. Okay, I don't want to make you nervous. Do you think she gets nervous? Do you ever get nervous?
A little bit.
You know what? I think the pair teams are doing really well. Let me escort you out there. Oh, yeah. As Dick Button would say, look at that back. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Some people standing here in Agganis Arena in Boston. There's the number if you want to vote for Sasha. 1-900-988-5274, or you can log on to usfigureskating.org. And now in the arena, you have 1 minute to vote. Your touchpads are open, and at home the voting lines are also open. So go ahead and offer your opinions. 1 minute and 1 minute only to vote. Susie Wynn, it's not going to be easy. Sasha Cohen, of course, the last one here to skate, but the last four, 2 from the east, 2 from the west, awfully good. Kicking it off with Kimmy Meisner.
Well, she's just grace under pressure. She sparkles, she loves skating, she flows. John and Renna, you have to admire that they went out and did a real competitive program, going for the triple axel that's so difficult under the lights.
How about Kimmy Meisner, too, scrambling out there, apologizing that she was late to get to the ice.
God bless Kimmy Meisner.
Johnny Weir, of course, after skating to Sinatra the first time, bringing back an old costume that will be going to a museum, as he told us. And good luck. We haven't seen much of her this year. Sasha Cohen. So there are your phone numbers. Kimmy Meisner, Inouye, Baldwin, Johnny Weir, Sasha Cohen, the final round. You decide, not the judges. Here in the arena, they're voting. At home, cast your vote as well. We're back in a moment. You're watching ESPN on ABC.